Hey guys, Crew of Blindwave. I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
Calvin. We're in a slightly different setup.
We're in a different orientation.
Yeah,
same room.
Yeah, the thing that you guys will look at is over here. We're just trying something different. We thought it'd be cooler to rearrange our studio, and this is what we have right now. Might change, might not. I kind of like it. I think it's kind of cool. Anyway, so Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones is the first thing we're doing on our new setup.
Yeah.
Even though it's really just a 45-degree angle change.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so Calvin, episode 2. This is called The Nightlands.
The Nightlands.
Which
now, is that with a K?
No.
Okay.
It's with an N. I believe the Nightlands refer to, like, the Dothraki heaven or something like that. Didn't they say, like, he'll ride in the Nightlands or... Khal Drogo will ride in the Nightlands, Khaleesi. Or something like that. I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
I think it's something to do with that.
Okay.
But we'll find out if it has anything maybe other meanings. I don't know. Honestly, season 2, I think, is probably the season I've seen the least.
Really?
Yeah, because I've always seen season 1 when we do rewatches with people.
Right.
And then they usually watch season 2 by themselves, and I don't watch it. So I think I've probably seen this season 1 or 2 times.
Okay.
But not like the other ones where I've seen them like 4 or 5 times. Yeah. So, anyway, we'll go ahead and get into this. Calvin, do you remember what was happening with everybody last time? That question gets more complicated each time we do it.
Yeah, because I still have to remember everything that happened before.
Yeah.
I do, but there's a
lot. Yeah, so...
I mean, it's been a week.
It has been a week, so let's just go through everybody. Dany is in the Red Waste with Jorah.
Yeah.
She sent out her Blood Riders.
She sent out her Blood Riders.
She has no idea where to go, and they seem to be stuck, and people are dying.
Yep.
She's got 3 dragons, but they're little babies.
Little babies.
She's got to get them grow real big and tall.
And she has to be real careful who she meets, otherwise they'll take them and...
They'll kill you and take your dragons. Yeah. They'll kill you, they'll take your dragons.
Yes. They'll kill you and eat your dragons.
Yes. Jon Snow is at the wall. No, he's not at the wall.
He's not at the wall. He's north of the wall.
Beyond the wall. They are at Craster's Keep. We met Craster, very, very nice man with very, very nice practices. Yeah, no. Craster's not too good. Anyway, so we have that going on. Okay, so Arya is with Yoren and Gendry.
Gendry, the bastard son of...
The last bastard.
Yeah.
I mean,
Robert killed everybody else.
To be fair, Robert had a lot of bastards. I'm sure there's probably still some out there, but...
It was like the Passover.
Yeah, they know
Gendry. Killing all the firstborns.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
They know Gendry's out there, because Robert was, like, semi-taking care of his bastards.
Yeah.
Just, like, not very publicly. Like, I don't even know if he knew about him. We knew Jon Arryn knew about him.
Yeah.
That's how Eddard was able to find the breadcrumbs and find him, too.
Right. Now, I wonder... Did he ask Sir Aaron to look after them, or did Sir Aaron
find him on his own? Maybe
find him on his own and realize the truth behind the whole bastard.
I don't really know exactly. I don't know if it's ever been told. I'm sure people in the comments will tell us if it happens or not. But I think it was one of those things where, like, it's a great shame. Even though Robert doesn't really feel shame.
The king should have no hand in it, basically?
Pretty much, yeah. Like,
he's
not going to go and visit. And,
no.
You know. Because, I mean, Gendry doesn't even know. He's just the son of a whore, is all he knows.
None know their fathers.
Yep. So, anyway, we have that. They're on the road towards the wall. Taking Arya along, and Yoren plans on just dropping her off at Winterfell. Pretty much. They have a long way to go, though. Yeah. We also have Robb Stark is letting himself be known by Tywin Lannister.
King of the North.
King of the North, yes. King of the North, King of the North. He also has Grey Wind with him, his direwolf.
Yes.
Who has gotten very big. All the direwolves have gotten pretty big.
That one especially.
Yes.
On screen.
Uh-huh. Bran is at Winterfell.
He's Lord of Winterfell right now. Yep. He's not enjoying all the cranky lords.
No.
Everybody he has to deal with.
Yep, he's got his Hodor. He also has his direwolf, Summer, I think is the name. I don't know if they said Summer yet, but the names are only a spoiler, so Summer. Shaggy Dog is with Rickon.
Shaggy Dog?
Yep.
Yeah.
Lady's dead.
Arya's
is gone too. Remember, she sent it away.
Yes.
Yeah, that was Nymeria.
Maybe she'll meet up with it on the road to...
We'll see. Yeah.
I mean, it was in that area. It was on the road south to King's Landing.
Yep. And then Robb is sending his mother to meet Lord Renly.
Yes.
Possibly to have some kind of truce. And I think that's pretty much everything. Right?
Pretty much.
We are all caught up. Let's watch the next episode of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Calvin.
And Cersei hit the king, and he wasn't happy about it.
Oh no, you'll never do that again.
Let's watch.
Let's watch.
What are you doing here?
Your father has named Lord Tyrion to serve as hand in his stead.
Oh yeah, and Tyrion is hand of the king.
Yeah.
I've done nothing.
Do you understand?
Oh yeah, and Stannis.
And Stannis. And the poor Meister.
Yeah, and the Red Woman. If you gotta piss, piss in the woods.
Away from people.
Get us beer.
Should have asked nicely.
A royal warrant. Or one of these gutter rats you're transporting.
These gutter rats belong to the Night's Watch now. That puts them beyond the reach of kings and queens. It's a funny thing. People worry so much about their throats that they forget about what's down below. Now, I sharpened this blade before breakfast. I could shave a spider's arse if I wanted to. Or I could nick this artery in your leg, and once it's
Femoral artery.
nicked, there's no one around here knows how to unnick it.
2 minutes.
Or you can go back to your city and tell your masters you didn't find what you were looking for.
I like Yoren.
Yeah,
He's a no bullshit kind of guy.
he's a
We're
man
looking
of
for
the
a
Night's
boy
Watch.
named Gendry.
He's the king's hand. Surely he should have like furniture and stuff scaled to him now, right?
She likes tearing shit up.
He has more spirit than his father, I'll give him that.
Perfected the art of tearing up papers. Give him his father's bones back, at least. Lord Commander asks that we send more men to man the wall.
Perhaps he's forgotten we're fighting a war we have no men to spare.
Cold winds are rising.
I have every confidence. The brave men of the Night's Watch will protect us all.
Of course, their own affairs are far more important than everyone else's.
My blessed
Seems a bit greedy for one man to have so many wives. Wouldn't 2 or 3 be enough for it?
we're having a serious discussion.
Nothing like the sight of a woman walking away. I prefer watching them come towards me. How many times? Well, as many times as I could.
Sam.
Wish I grew up on a farm.
Now they're rangers, but he's a steward, right?
Yeah. He's only there. Oop.
Big doggy.
No. Ghost? No. No.
That was supposed to be a tiny one.
Yes. The runt.
You all right?
You're very brave.
Oh, you just want to steal her. What do you think Craster cuts up for that? I can't steal her. She's a person, not a goat. Who's going to deliver a baby? You? I could try. What? I've read about it. A bit? I'm sorry, sir.
They sent him back.
That's a Dothraki did that one.
It's blood of my blood.
Not have my honour questioned by an imp.
I'm not questioning your honor, Lord Janus. I'm denying its existence.
Do you think I'll stand here and take this from you, dwarf?
Dwarf, you should have stopped at imp. And yes, you will stand here and take it from me, unless you like to take it from my friend here. I intend to serve as Hand of the King.
I love how quiet he is.
And seeing as you betrayed the last Hand of the King, well, I just wouldn't feel safe with you lurking about.
His own men.
There's a ship leaving for Eastwatch by the Sea tonight. From there, I'm afraid it's rather a long walk to Castle Black. I hope you enjoy the war. I found it surprisingly beautiful. In a brutal, horribly uncomfortable sort of way.
The lads will escort you.
I command you to arrest this cutthroat.
His name is Bronn, and he is the new commander of the City Watch.
Boys? Did you kill someone, or is it just because you're a girl?
I'm not a girl.
Yes, you are. You think I'm as stupid as the rest of them?
Stupider. The Night's Watch doesn't take girls. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, that's true. You're still a girl.
I am not.
Yeah, well, pull your cock out and take a piss then.
I don't need to take a piss.
So you're a hype one then, you're a lady.
No. I mean, yes. My mother was a lady. And my sister,
But
but...
you were a lord's daughter and you lived in a castle and you... But all that about cocks, I should never have said. And I've been pissing in front of you and everything. I should be calling you Milady.
Do not call me Milady.
As Milady commands. That was unladylike.
You can kind of see a little bit of Robert in it.
Yeah.
Have these hands ever touched a rope?
Don't you worry about my hands. The sea's in my blood.
Your blood will be in the sea if I don't watch where I'm going.
I have a proposal from my father. We'll make him king again. And me after him.
I love that castle.
So awesome.
I love that fireplace.
Ah.
I see. I destroy Rob Stark's enemies for him, and he will make me king of the Iron Islands once again.
I will lead the attack myself.
Oh, you will?
I'm your son. Your only living heir. Who else? Told you to wait outside. How did you get past the guards?
Anything with a cock is easy to fool.
My dear.
Diddling his sister.
Yara?
Lots of that in
So
this show.
good to see you, brother. This is a homecoming I'll tell my grandchildren about.
Ugh. Ugh.
No man gives me a crown. I pay the iron price. I will take my crown. But that is who I am. That is who we have always been.
You don't play well with
Stand
others.
a chance against the Lannisters on your own. Who said anything about the Lannisters?
You'll be the richest man at least, and the most famous. They'll be singing songs about you as long as men have voices to sing.
Salador's son is a good name for songs.
It is.
One thing. I want the queen. Queen. Cersei. I want her. I'll sail with your fleet, all 30 of my ships. And if we don't drown at the bottom of Blackwater Bay, I will fuck this blonde queen and I'll fuck her well.
This war isn't about you. We're not attacking King's Landing so that you can rape the Queen.
I'm not going to rape her. I'm going to fuck her.
As if she would just let you.
You don't know how persuasive I am. I never tried to fuck you. You believe your king can win?
He's the one true king.
You Westerosi are funny people. Men chops off your fingers and you fall in love with him.
Stannis is my king, but he's only a man.
Don't tell him that.
You want to rule? This is what ruling is. Lying on a bed of weeds, ripping them out by the root one by one before they strangle you in your sleep.
I'm no king, but I think there's more to ruling than that.
I don't care what you think. You've never taken it seriously. You haven't. Jamie hasn't. It's all fallen on me.
As has Jamie repeatedly, according to Stannis Baratheon.
I've been playing with that all the time.
Knocking everything everywhere.
Damn it! Took forever to set that up. I know. I hate when that happens. Star Wars tools.
Oh.
What does he do with his sons?
He gives them to the White Walkers.
Everybody else is leaving and running. He seems to be the only one that seems
Untouched.
yeah.
Suppose he, like, just thought of it. I was like, maybe this will keep me safe, or maybe they made a deal.
Do they seem like the kind of things that make deals? I guess we don't know.
They don't seem like it.
No.
Kind of seems like more Iron Price kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we did have some Iron Price stuff.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the Ironborn. I know that I absolutely shouldn't. Because they're terrible people.
They're adorable.
They're so fun to watch, though, I think.
Yeah.
What's some stuff that you had?
Small Wolf.
Oh.
That was supposed to be the runt, and yet it's still, like, right there.
Ghost.
Yeah.
That's his name, yeah.
Which I think is one of the more fitting names for...
With him being white, and he's in the north now,
yeah.
too, it's pretty cool. It's actually, sometimes I'll have to, like, wait until after an episode is done, and someone will be like, did you guys see Ghost? I'm like, what? No? Oh! And you look, and he's back
he's
there.
just standing there with, like, 2 eyes?
Which is really cool. He's got those red eyes because he's albino and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah, I think he made the right call with not helping the daughter openly.
Oh,
it would have been
Gilly.
Yeah, Gilly.
Yeah. Sam, he's a good boy.
He is a good boy.
Yeah.
He deludes himself with...
I think he does.
He's got to remember this is the north.
Yeah.
North of the wall. There's no...
And I mean, Craster,
no law.
Craster's house is like... I mean, it's a terrible place to be, but it's either that or the wild when you're staying out here.
I mean...
It's his house, his rules.
That's what he said. Your roof, your rules.
Yeah.
I can tell Mormont has had a lot of experience with him.
Yeah.
And he doesn't agree with it, but he has to put up with it.
I mean, he's not breaking any laws because there's no laws beyond the wall.
There's no laws.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's terrible, but
yeah. I've always
there's
wondered,
nothing to do about it.
I've always wondered if Craster is a wild... Has he always been a wildling? Or, like... Is it kind of like the Mormons in Mexico? Like, you can't do polygamy. Like, fine, we'll go to Mexico.
I mean, maybe.
You know, I always wonder if it was something like that. Like, did he, like, live, like, in the north and then go beyond the wall to do that? Or has he always been up there? It can't be, like, a tradition.
He takes his daughters for wives.
Yeah.
In the 7 kingdoms, that would be terrible.
Of course.
I mean, men, just normal men, not even lawmen, would want to kill you.
I'm just saying, even the hint of Jaime and Cersei being together is like... the most terrible thing that could have happened, you know?
I mean, they are a royal family, and it is very terrible, but
the rumor is so
disgusting.
It's so vile and nasty that no one, like, not, I won't say no one, but most people don't believe it. It's like, it's Stannis trying to discredit Joffrey, you know?
Yeah.
You know, with Sam, I always felt like Sam, I mean, obviously this is a very, very clear connection to make, but I love Sean Astin as Sam.
Yes.
But he would be a better Sam, I felt like. No, don't get me wrong. I love Sean Astin's portrayal as Samwise Gamgee.
That's the thing.
He's not fat enough. There's something about the way this guy plays it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe Samwise would be a strong enough man to do that.
Yeah.
And he's so meek and he's so manservanty.
Yeah, I know.
He just fits the part so well with, oh, Mr. Frodo.
Yeah, but it's hard because...
Samwell, you're right. He would be a good Sam, too.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, having that guy play Sam... I mean, Sean Astin pulled it off, but he pulled off the parts where he had to become Sam, the hero of the story, very well. I don't know if that guy can pull that off as well as Sean Astin did.
Yeah.
You know? Like, whenever he fought Shelob and he came back...
Yeah.
You know? So anyway, I just always had that in the back of my head. Like, he would make me good.
Just as a side note, Sean Astin's dad was John Astin, the father in the original Addams Family.
Oh, no. Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I can't remember who his mom was, but she was another very famous actress. She didn't take his name.
Okay. That makes sense because he was a child actor. I mean, he was in Goonies.
Yeah.
And Rudy.
Yeah.
Remember Rudy? Fuck, I love that movie. Fuck. I gotta write that down. Rudy. I gotta watch that tonight.
Write it down.
Yeah. We were asking, like, well, Sam's not a ranger. He's a steward. So is John. But John is the squire of Lord Commander, so he has to go. Sam is going to take care of the ravens. If we remember last episode, he was, like, with the ravens they were, like, being drugged, and they were all in crates.
Okay.
Yeah, they need to take ravens because they have to be able to communicate with the wall. Usually a Meister takes care of it, but Master Aemon, he's blind, he's too old to go. Yeah. So Sam, who is a servant of Aemon, was sent along.
Gotcha.
Right?
That makes sense.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that makes more sense than him just going along to cook.
Yeah.
Even though he was cooking.
Mm-hmm.
But Gotcha.
Yep.
How big is the Red Waste?
It's huge. It's a giant desert.
Like in
we need to
relation
get
to,
we need a map
we do need a
back
map
here. That'll be
A map would be amazing.
We need a map.
Write that down.
Westeros.
Map of Westeros and Eastros or Eastos. Is it Eastos and Westeros?
No, it's Essos.
Essos.
Essos is the other continent. Maybe Essos is how you say it. I'm
Essos.
not sure. But the desert is huge. What makes it worse is that there's no water in it at all.
There's
You
no
know, like,
AOC.
It might not be the
AOC.
biggest place, but you have to be able to. You don't have any vegetation. You don't have any animals. You don't have any water. You have to be able. Once you get in there and you don't know what direction is out, that's another thing too. It's not only is it huge, and there's no water. There's no like features.
There's no defining
Yeah,
land masses or anything.
Yeah, and no one's really like went through it all and all that stuff. It's just they call it the Red Waste because don't go there, you know. And they got
just
stuck
a big
in there.
red waste of time.
Well, they said it in there too. Like the other Khalasars will not stand
The
a woman.
other,
You know, so they've
Khals.
kind of been. They had to go into the Red Waste to escape the Dothraki Sea, which is grass plains. But once they went in there, they didn't know where to go. They got lost, and
Now they wander.
Yeah.
Littlefinger is just turning into a much worse man than I wanted him to be.
He's always been like that. You just didn't know. He's not. Okay, yeah, he's a terrible person.
Not a bad man.
Yeah,
he is the reason why.
Yeah, I know. He's a very bad man, but I still enjoy watching him. I really love the performance, the way the guy talks like this. I like that, but I also enjoy.
You made him sound like Peter Lorre.
I know. Well, the thing is that like, as the show goes, his accent like that gets more and more pronounced, and to the point where he gets like that. But Littlefinger, I don't know. I enjoy watching him, and I enjoy him constantly tearing other people down and using their bodies as a means of going higher. That's what it feels like to me sometimes.
Yeah.
He creates just mass confusion, and every time something terrible happens, he is better for it. And I think that's fun. Now, opposed to that, Varys. Can you say, like, is he a good guy or a bad guy?
Varys?
Yeah. The spider.
I mean, he's in it. Like he said, I'm very good at keeping secrets from my friends.
Yes.
Which works both ways.
Yeah. When pressed last season, he did say, for the realm is what he cares about.
Yes.
But
what's best for the realm, since he is in a close proximity to the top, where the power is, it also helps him.
Yeah.
And also nobody can point a finger directly at him and say, hey, you did this, we're going to go after you. He's helping everybody equally in order to bring himself up to a higher level.
I can see
what it seems like.
That makes sense. I mean, that certainly seems to be the way now. I mean, he's always so nice to everybody, but you know that he is just always searching for information. He's the hardest to read, not just because he's a eunuch. Yes, he's a eunuch. It's not like you can, send him to a brothel and he's gonna have bed talk.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to be affected by anything. He doesn't seem to ever be like off guard, and if he is, you can never tell if he is. Sometimes. I don't know. I just really enjoy those two.
Yeah.
They're so different, yet they're like doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Bronn as the commander now.
He's Lord Commander of the City Watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lord Commanders are like there's a Lord Commander of the Wall, there's a Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, and a Lord Commander of the City Watch. And Bronn has now taken the place of Janos Slint.
I hated that man.
Yeah.
That fucker.
Where's he going now?
He is taking a long walk, from what I hear.
They said they were saying want to ship to Grey Watch, which I believe is on the west coast of the Wall. And from there, he'll have to walk to Castle Black. Tyrion just straight up banished him.
Yeah. I mean, he deserves it. He deserves more.
He deserves more.
But
Tyrion's in charge, and that's what he could do.
Yeah. And, it's not necessarily... when you leave a trail of bodies, eventually trail leads somewhere.
What he did was legal. He is Hand of the King. He has the power of the king in that office. He's doing exactly what he can do to.
Yeah.
Not only is he like I don't think he did this to like avenge Eddard.
No,
you know,
he had no loyalty to Eddard. He was
No.
an honorable man, and he recognized that,
Yeah.
and he respected that. But I think he was protecting himself
Absolutely.
more in this case than
This guy's already betrayed the hand of the king.
yeah,
He will not betray me.
yeah, and he took a little bit of power away from Littlefinger there too,
Mm-hmm.
because Slint was his man.
Yeah. He was paid more. He was
Yeah.
already paid. Yeah.
He was already paid.
And I love that when you pointed it out, Bronn was not there, and then he was right there.
Yeah,
It was
that's
so
what
quiet.
I love how quiet he was and just aware
Yeah.
of what was going on and what was most likely going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how Slint he like turned to make a move and he realized he was there and he's like, okay.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I don't think Bronn is the kind of guy that would hold back if he had an opening behind the guy to just
And I love
stick a blade in.
I love that Tyrion, he replaces Flint with Bronn. Bronn then uses his now men to betray Janos, who Janos thought was his men, which is exactly what happened to Eddard.
I know! It's so poetic. I love it.
I love it. What else you got?
The Greyjoys are just terrible people.
Yes, they are. Theon, who's been raised by House Stark, he's always been very proud to talk about his family,
Yeah.
and then he meets him.
He like memory serves. It's
Yeah.
always the best about your family that you try to remember.
Well, what do you speculate on what's going to go happening with Theon?
I think Theon is not going to stay with his family. I think he's going to go back to Robb.
Back to Robb. Yeah.
I mean, his family clearly has no love for him, no
And-
respect for him.
And Robb sees him as a brother.
He sees him as a brother, and
Yeah.
like he's definitely he has a lot more respect for Robb than he does his father.
True.
I can tell.
Okay.
He has love of his family and obviously fealty towards his father.
Yeah.
I mean, his father is the way he remembers it, the king of the Iron Islands, but he's fallen a lot.
Yeah, we remember that Eddard was the one that stopped him from rebelling. So he used to consider himself a king, and rebelled against Robert, and then they came and they beat him down. They took his son, and now he's declaring himself king again.
Yeah.
So that makes just in Westeros, Joffrey, Robb, Stannis, Renly, and Balon Greyjoy. And I believe this war in the books, I don't know if they say it in here, but the books is called the War of the Five Kings. So we now have our 5 kings. We also have a word of another king above the wall.
Yeah. The king above the wall.
The king beyond the wall.
King beyond the wall.
Yeah. Yep.
6 kings. Just need one more, and they've got the entire kingdom sorted out. Just,
yeah, I know,
just
right?
Sort yourselves out.
Yeah.
I like the pirate.
Yeah, Salazar Son or Salazar. I don't know how.
Salazar Son.
Something like that.
I think that's how he said it.
Yeah.
It's
Salazar.
a name for
Slytherin.
songs. Yeah.
It's a good name. Yeah, so...
it's a good name for songs.
Now, Davos was a smuggler, right? And now he's loyal to Stannis. We also had the hint in here where it said, "You love the man that took your fingers." Did you hear him say that?
Yeah. I also noticed when Davos was in the Great Hall, and when he was moving figures around, you could see that he grabbed a figure like this, and
yeah,
so that's terrible.
It's not really a spoiler because it's the background. I kind of want to tell you the story of what happened there. I don't think they really. I mean, they do say it in the show. It's not like
It's not.
It's
really
like
spoilery.
background. It'll be
Gotcha.
stuff, But I'm just saying, we've seen the fingers. We know that Stannis did it. We know that he was a smuggler. The story is that Davos has always been a smuggler. Stannis at one point was being besieged, and I said something wrong last time. I said that he was being besieged in Dragonstone. He was actually being besieged in a place called Storm's End, which is like the Baratheon. I almost said homeworld. Baratheon castle, right?
Gotcha.
He was sieged there, and then he thought that Robert would give him Storm's End because he defended it for so long, but he didn't. Renly got Storm's End, and Stannis was given Dragonstone, a much smaller castle. So that's kind of why they never really liked each other. So he was in Storm's End being besieged, and they were starving. Like, they didn't have anything. They were eating rats. They were eating that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Davos, who is called the Onion Knight, brought him a bunch of onions, right? in reward, Stannis granted him a knighthood, right? But because he's a smuggler, he took his fingers.
He smuggled the onions in. He still took his fingers.
So he was rewarded for that and disciplined for that. And that, weirdly, that's what makes Davos loyal to him. Because he loves that he's so honorable that he gave him, yes, you smuggled and got his food, but you smuggled. And I think Davos really respects that. And he's so loyal to Stannis because of that.
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean, he took his fingers, but he didn't take his hand.
No, not at all. He took his fingers. He actually
that
wears...
is cool.
Yeah, you can see it in here, but he has a little thing. It has his knuckle bones in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So, and then we met his son, his son has been very, very... I won't say corrupted, but he has faith in the Lord of Light, whereas Davos, as we can see, has none.
He has belief in things that.
Yeah, I wouldn't call him like an atheist. If anything, I'd call him an agnostic atheist, because the two things: one's belief, one's knowledge. Now, the cool thing about this there's a lot of religions here. The Lord of Light seems to be the only. I mean, not the only, but like especially in Westeros, the only monotheistic thing.
Yeah.
Everything else has more than one god, whereas the Red God, Rilhor, or whatever they call him, like he's like a singular god, right? Which has always been, it's interesting to look throughout history, where there's some evidence that like ancient Jews were more monotheistic, and then they kind of converted more into theism, one god, and other places have kind of done that. You know what I'm saying? I always thought that was interesting. I always try to like peg what George R.R. Martin is like trying to like, is the Red God supposed to be more like Christianity, with the Lord of Light and that kind of thing, whereas then you have like Judaism and you have like paganism and all those different things. I always thought it's interesting how he does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he does kind of get his cues from history sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's always interesting. I like the monotheistic part of the Red God religion. I think it's interesting. And I love the pirates' thing. He's like, everywhere I go, they all say they have the true gods.
Yeah.
I always thought that was funny. Yeah, I actually wrote chopped fingers down because I didn't know if I want to talk about it or not. Yoren. I love Yoren with his little move. He's going to snap that guy's thigh, which I
noticed he knew what was going down.
Yeah.
Because when he walked up, he took hold of the livery on the horse.
Yep.
He knew what was going on.
He knew exactly what he was going to be doing, didn't he?
He didn't want the guy to get away from him too quick.
And the femoral artery, I think, is where he had it.
Yep.
I always knew... I think in like the Old Testament, they talk about the blood from the thigh being your life's blood. Because the artery there, if you nick it, you will most likely die and all the blood of your body will go out.
Yeah.
I always thought that was a cool little thing. But yeah, don't cut your thighs, kids.
Yeah. Don't.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
I don't really have anything else other than no one's talking about the comet. The comet's gone. Just like I said last time. It's just whatever everybody thinks it is.
Yep.
And yeah. What else? You have anything else?
I enjoyed Tyrion as always.
Absolutely.
He's definitely seems to be taking the I don't want to say trivial events of court, but he's definitely keeping up with the other guys.
He's very good.
Yeah.
When you talk about who the best players of the Games of Thrones are, I think Tyrion is one of the best because that's all he has, really. He's not a great warrior. He's not beloved by the people, except...
Well, he said it himself, I was not given power. Mm-hmm. I was not given beauty.
Yeah.
I was given my mind.
My wits.
And I use it as a swordsman would use his arm.
Yep. I love it. So watching Tyrion this season is going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to watch more. You have anything else?
Just Cersei's still a bitch.
She's still a bitch.
She blames everybody for everything.
Yes.
And nothing's ever
her fault. And she considers that everything... No, well, the responsibility of ruling goes
I know.
to her is what she
I could tell watching Tyrion when she was saying all that. He was like, oh my gosh, here she goes again.
It looks like he was going to throw up in his mouth. Like, oh my god.
Yeah. She's like, she's so high and mighty about no one else cares about what's going on. It's
Yeah.
only me. If I wasn't here, everything would fall apart.
There was I caught a little, especially in that performance, I caught a little bit of resentment that she's like, you boys are messing up. You know, I, the woman, have to take care of things. If only I were a boy. You know, I kind of got that feeling like, I wish I was father's son. And then you guys would, you know, who are wasting that gift, would realize how much better you could do. I kind of got that a little bit from this.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that every meddling woman, though? I mean, I don't want to say that as, like, a really misogynistic thing, but, like, every intelligent woman who believes she could do well believes that she could do better than a man.
Yeah, I mean, there are many... I hate using this word because it's so corrupted now in today's society.
I know.
But there is male privilege, right?
Yes.
There absolutely is. And a lot of people get upset, like, well, what, you don't think I have to work hard? It's like, no, everybody has to work hard. Women sometimes have to work much harder, you know? And I totally get that. I just wanted to point out that I really saw that in the performance here. Yeah, so we gotta be careful with that subject, Calvin. We'll become the target of many angry people.
That's why I'm trying to be really... Like, I'm...
Yeah. Honest. You need to be honest, though.
I'm being honest.
Be honest.
Calvin, I'm not trying to be PC.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be un-PC.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be honest. And this doesn't... This is a fantasy show, guys. This is not the real world.
Yes, but Calvin, you've missed so much.
I know.
Not being a fan of Game of Thrones and having these conversations whenever
the
real
PC
shit was
police
going
down.
Yeah. Alright, guys, that's going to be everything for Game of Thrones. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you're coming back tomorrow for episode 3, which is called What is Dead May Never Die, which we did hear in this episode.
What is Dead May Never Die.
What is Dead May Never Die. Yep, we did see that, so we'll have to talk about that more tomorrow. I think we're going to be meeting a lot more of the Greyjoys with a title like that.
I believe so.
Yep, and hopefully Theon does not meet more of his family and inappropriately touches them. Right? Okay, so...
that was enough. I could tell he was...
Yep. So we'll be getting in that tomorrow. Make sure you guys are hitting the subscribe button and the like button so you can stay tuned to everything coming out of Blindwave. You can go to blindwave.net, which is like Blindwave's HQ, where you can see pretty much absolutely everything we have, which is our reaction channel stuff, our Twitch channel. Yes, that's blindwave.net.
Entertain it!
Yep, okay. So you can click right there. Wow. You do that every single time.
Yeah.
That little sign on that.
On the opposite corner of the cardboard, I bring it up.
Okay. Alright, if you wanted to keep going with Game of Thrones, which is in addition to our already huge schedule of stuff, you could help us out by going to our Patreon. That's patreon.com/blindwave. And if you guys can look around there and see what it is. You know, I just started Patreon account. I don't really know what to do with it. I think you're supposed to post to it or something. If one of you guys know how Patreon works, maybe help me out in the comments. Tell me some different things that you would like to see on there. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Other than that, guys, we will see you back here tomorrow for episode 3. What is Dead May Never Die. Calvin, button.